I'm Marilee Caruso. It's Thursday, October 16th. Today,
we're getting violent criminals and repeat offenders off the streets, full stop.
Carney's crime crackdown. From repeat offenders to bail reform, Manitobans weigh in. Also today, a healthy donation.
I am simply beyond grateful to thank Canada Life for its $1 million donation to Operation Excellence.
The Winnipeg-based company that's gifted a local hospital $1 million. Plus, no small change. The Manitobans gathered at the Mint today to be the first to get their hands on a colorful Canadian coin. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. After years of pressure by police and provinces, the federal government says it is cracking down on violent and repeat offenders and tackling bail reform. Provincial and municipal governments have long argued Canada's criminal justice system is too lenient and allows criminals to get back on the streets way too easily, only for some to commit new crimes. Prime Minister Mark Carney says a new law is coming next week.
This is how the federal government can help municipalities and provinces get criminals off the streets, disrupt and dismantle criminal networks, reinforce the justice system with tough and comprehensive bail reform, and build a stronger, safer, more secure Canada.
The new law would target those accused of serious crimes such as violent car thefts, breaking and entering, human trafficking, as well as sexual and violent assaults. It's an effort to keep those accused of such acts from being released on bail too easily and then back out in Canadian communities. The government also says it's going to hire another 1,000 RCMP officers. There have been a number of high-profile incidents nationwide in which criminals with prior convictions of serious violent crimes have been released on bail only to commit more violent crimes, leading to outrage and demands for change. CTV's Taylor Brock joins us now with Manitoba reaction. Taylor, local politicians have been calling on Ottawa for bail reform for a long time now. What are they saying in reaction to all this?
Well, there's cautious optimism, Marilee. It's likely no surprise to most Winnipeggers that Mayor Scott Gillingham is happy with today's announcement. For the past few weeks, Gillingham's been releasing bulletins highlighting instances where people charged with serious crimes were released on bail only to reoffend. He says these real-world examples show how dangerous the issue can be. Gillingham says we can't stand by and let violent repeat criminals out on the streets.
I believe Ottawa is listening to cities like Winnipeg, Portage-la-Prairie, Brandon, Thompson, those of us mayors and the premiers and police chiefs who've been raising their voice calling for bail reform. We need safer cities. I believe this legislation will help our cities and communities become safer, and so I welcome the news that I heard today.
And Taylor, the mayor isn't the only one welcoming this news today, is he?
No, Manitoba Premier Rob Canoe says he's encouraged by Carney's announcement. As you may recall, Canoe recently came under fire from the legal community when he publicly criticized a Manitoba judge's decision to grant a suspect bail in the case involving a fatal car crash near Altona. Today, Canoe says he's hopeful, but will wait and see if it makes a difference.
I hope it's going to make a difference. And I hope that the steps we're taking are going to continue making a difference. The reality is, the test at the end of the day is whether you feel safer after these changes come into place. So I'm hopeful, but I fully recognize that there's a whole heck of a lot more work to do when we're talking about safety.
CTV's Danton Unger is looking into this for us today. He was on the street speaking with a local business owner who's hoping this will push criminals out of his neighborhood, and a legal expert who is doubtful it'll bring any meaningful change. Danton will explain why tonight on CTV News at 6.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, Taylor. 2 people are charged with assaulting a Winnipeg transit driver. It happened Monday night on a bus traveling through West Kildonan. Police say a man got into a verbal argument with the driver while riding the bus in the 2000 block of Main Street. The dispute escalated, and police say the man allegedly assaulted the driver and a woman spat on him. Police add the man got off the bus, pulled out a knife, and slashed the bus as it drove away. Police responded to the call and arrested 2 people in a Main Street parking lot. A 29-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman are in custody. They're facing a combination of charges, including assault, possessing meth, theft, and failing to comply with a release order. A proposed drug detox center at 190 Disraeli could open up in a matter of weeks. It all hangs on whether or not a bill to extend the detention period for intoxicated people is passed at the legislature.
We are aiming for November 1st, but as soon as the legislation is passed, that's when we are looking to start that process.
A bill before the Manitoba Legislative Assembly looks to extend the detention period for people intoxicated on drugs such as meth from 24 hours to 72 hours. If passed, 20 detox beds will quickly be opened at Nadinawaymak, also known as Our Relatives Place. Housing, Addictions and Homelessness Minister Bernadette Smith says the center will be staffed by medical professionals, but PC leader Abi Khan is questioning how it will actually work.
More information about these facilities, where these facilities will be located, how much these facilities are going to cost, what is going to be the makeup of these facilities, how many nurses is it going to require to run these facilities, how many doctors.
A community committee meeting to answer questions from the public is scheduled for tonight. A cautionary tale out of southern Manitoba today. Winkler police say a couple narrowly avoided losing a large amount of money after people arrived at their door claiming to represent a smoke alarm installation company. The couple agreed to have alarms installed for what police say was a large fee. Police say the couple gave a deposit check and a void check, but the next day they learned a loan was started in their names. The couple canceled the checks, changed their bank accounts, and contacted the appropriate credit agencies, and luckily, police say, they did not lose any money. A healthy donation for Health Sciences Centre Foundation today.
I am simply beyond grateful to thank Canada Life for its $1 million donation to Operation Excellence.
Winnipeg-based Canada Life announced a $1 million gift to HSC's Operation Excellence program. The program already acquired Manitoba's first surgical robot, along with state-of-the-art spine surgery equipment and a new ultrasound system. Canada Life says, as a life insurance provider, HSC Foundation aligns with its mission to build healthy communities.
We believe in the values of health accessibility, health affordability, health efficacy, quality of health, and it's so aligned with the mission of HSC here.
The foundation says today's donation will help shorten wait times and improve patient outcomes for all Manitobans. All right, let's bring Colleen Brady now. Get a first look at your Skywatch evening forecast. Saw some rain throughout the day today. And it looks like you might still be tracking some tonight. Is it done with us or no?
Well, maybe round one. We talk about this often. We have round one, round two. Well, round one has come through. We have some rain that's still falling in Winnipeg right now. Brandon had some rain for several hours starting overnight. That's dried off for now. Still a little bit of light rain coming through Winnipeg. I know this doesn't look like much. Falling more heavily over the border in northwestern Ontario, which I will show you coming up. But round two, well, that is an approaching Colorado low. I will show you coming up what that will bring to southern Manitoba in the next few hours. Let's take a look through the Bathfitter Live Eye. Bathfitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years. Looking through those raindrops on the lens there, it is 10 degrees with the rain continuing to fall in the city. Winds out of the east-northeast at 12 kilometers an hour. The pressure is dropping and the humidity is high, 97%, as you might expect. Out in the roads on this Thursday already. A live look at McPhillips at Notre Dame. Traffic moving well there, but again, the rain is still coming down, so do drive to conditions.
Thanks, Colleen. A local charity is trying to help as many kids as it can this holiday season with pajamas. We'll explain and tell you how you can help. Plus,
well, they work, they're quick.
The Jets visit the city of brotherly love. We will set up tonight's game against the Philadelphia Flyers. The Jets report and more local news still ahead. The rules around how much banks can charge you for having insufficient funds is changing, and it could mean more than $500,000 in savings for Canadians. BNN Bloomberg's Morella Fernandez explains.
The Credit Counseling Society says those charges add up to about $600 million in revenue for banks. That's because banks often charge customers up to $50 when they don't have enough money to cover costs. But the rules change in March. Those fees will be capped at $10, and banks won't be allowed to charge you if the shortfall is under $10. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is down a fraction. It ended the day at 71.16. West Texas Intermediate also down to 57.48. Western Canadian Select down as well to 47.55. And the TSX dropped 178 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Morella Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
The Winnipeg Jets are on the road again tonight in Philadelphia, and head coach Scott Arniel is expecting an aggressive game from the Flyers, who enter the season with a new coach at the helm.
They work, they're quick, they have a really good transitioning game. They've got some people that can really skate and then, offensively push the pace forward. You can see that there are some changes to what, maybe what was played here last year, and some of the similarities that Talk had in Vancouver. And, I think that, they're really trying to be responsible defensively.
The Jets are hoping to capitalize on the momentum from Monday's decisive 5-2 win over the Islanders Monday, but they'll be going up against a Flyers team also fresh off a dominating win over the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers earlier this week. Jets D-man Luke Shen, who will be taking on his former team, says Winnipeg is still finding its footing this season.
We got away with the win, but I think we got phenomenal goaltending from Comms. Sometimes you got to find a way to win on the road, but I don't think it was pretty by any means. We're playing a team right now that's young, they're fast, and well coached with Talk, obviously, too, coming here. So we're expecting we got to have a big effort tonight. It's a different makeup of what they got over there, and we're still trying to find our game a little bit here too.
Puck drop tonight in Philadelphia is 6 o'clock.
The Hockey Report, brought to you by Santa Lucia Pizza. Check out the game day special.
For many Manitoba kids, getting new pajamas during the holidays is a beloved tradition. But for other families, this cozy custom is out of reach. A local charity is changing that, but it needs your help. The Pajama Project believes every child deserves a new pair of holiday jammies. Since it began in 2011, the group has provided 27,000 Manitoba students with pajamas. It works with local schools and ensures every child from kindergarten to grade 12 gets new pajamas over the holidays.
I get a lot of response from the principals, the teachers that come and pick up, and they keep telling us over and over, you have no idea what this means to them.
Aww.
For a lot of kids, this is the only gift they get this year.
The Pajama Project needs monetary donations to keep its work going. It does also take donations of new unwrapped pajamas. If you'd like to help on that front, you can ensure that they are cozy winter pajamas with long sleeves and legs for children 6 years old to adult sizes. For more information on how to help, visit pajamaprojectinc.com.
Community Connection is brought to you by Mr. Reuter Plumbing. Born to be a hero, trained to be a plumber.
It's a film festival celebrating all things paddling. We'll tell you all about it and have more local entertainment news coming up in the Spotlight.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Absolute Britney, a tribute to Britney Spears.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight. And how does being trapped on a lifeboat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with a Royal Bengal tiger sound?
Well, Marilee, it sounds like you're describing the plot to a spectacular new theatrical performance happening right now in Winnipeg.
Orange juice!
Beginning in a zoo in India, The Life of Pi is based on the best-selling novel. It's an epic tale of courage, faith, and survival. After a shipwreck, a teenager survives on a lifeboat with a Royal Bengal tiger. The show star tells us this theatrical version is very different from the book or the film.
In terms of the time we spend in his memory, the structure of the story is very different. Of course, the themes and the plot are similar, and also the way that we have to bring the story to life on stage is very different with puppets and flashbacks and lighting and sound and costumes. It feels like a different experience, a new experience.
The Life of Pi runs now until November 8th at the Royal Manitoba Theatre Centre. For tickets, visit royalmtc.ca.
All right, listen up, canoeists, kayakers, and paddleboarders, because we have the perfect film festival for you.
We sure do. It's called the Water Walker Film Festival, put on by Paddle Manitoba, and the films can be pretty intense. Take a look. Yeah, this is no relaxing paddle. The Smoke That Thunders tells the story of paddler Ben Carr as he navigates the fabled Minas Rapids at the base of Victoria Falls. This is just one of the films showcased. It's the 38th year for the event, and proceeds go to local paddling organizations. It takes place Friday, November 7th at the Franco-Manitoban Cultural Centre. Visit paddlemanitoba.org for more information and tickets.
A festival celebrating the life and music of tragically hip singer Gord Downey is expanding into Winnipeg.
It's called GEDfest. Now that's short for Gordon Edgar Downey. There you go. The event began in Calgary and is spreading across Western Canada. Proceeds from GEDfest go to support local cancer charities. Downey lost his battle with the disease in 2017. GEDfest Winnipeg will feature the tribute band Trickle Down with opening act the Main Street Exiles. Last year, the festival raised almost $200,000. GEDfest debuts in Winnipeg on Saturday, October 25th at the Met Theatre on Donald Street. Visit gedfest.ca for more details.
And finally, a Made in Manitoba Indigenous comedy series is back next week for another season.
That's right, and today we're getting a sneak peek at the Acting Good premiere.
Stu, professional Lou Diamond Phillips impersonator, Diamond Inc. Yeah, I do all the Diamonds. Lou, Neil, Dustin, Mike from the Beastie Boys. Nobody does diamonds like Diamond Inc.
Boy, that's right. Brent Budd of Corner Gas fame guest stars as a Lou Diamond Phillips impersonator hired for a birthday party. Main character Paul becomes jealous and tries to elbow him out of the celebration after he becomes an unexpected hit. The series was filmed here in Winnipeg and Broken Head, Ojibwe Nation. The first 2 episodes of season 4 debut Monday at 9 p.m. on CTV Comedy Channel and CTV.ca, or you can screen maybe, but you can also stream it merrily the following day on Crave.
It looks funny.
It does.
All right, thanks, Colleen.
You'll be screaming laughing, merrily.
There you go.
Your primetime lineup starts at 7 with Hell's Kitchen, 911 Nashville. I'm just tripping them up today. 911 Nashville follows at 8. Grey's Anatomy is on at 9. It is all right here tonight on CTV. A live look at Portage Avenue, east and westbound in front of Polo Park. Soggy out there with the rain continuing to fall. Well, there is more where that came from. I'll show you when it's moving through coming up.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
Six teams took the field in Winnipeg High School football action yesterday. Oak Park High School's JV 12 team hosted Vincent Massey Collegiate. The home team won 49-14. In JV 12, Dakota Collegiate beat out St. Paul's High School 40-9. And in JV 9, Miles Mac Collegiate won its match against Steinbach Secondary 27-21.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
I know when you hear the words Colorado low, that strikes a fear in the hearts of many. That does not mean snow necessarily, and this time it won't. We'll be getting an awful lot more rain, though, in parts of southern Manitoba. So far, it's been coming sort of in fits and spurts, if you will. We've had some rain come through Winnipeg, and it stopped. It's resumed. As I mentioned earlier in Brandon, a pretty steady rain for several hours once it started to move in overnight. It got to Winnipeg late this morning, and you can see it doesn't look like much, does it, on the radar? Next door, east, northwestern Ontario, that's where it's falling heavily, and you can see too these lightnings the lightning tracker firing off here, suggesting that there is some thunderstorms developing there. There is the possibility, certainly, we could see thunderstorms across southern Manitoba tonight yet, too. Now, this rain is going to organize once again and become more sustained because there is that Colorado low that is in the process of forming. It's going to race northward, and the low itself should be sitting over southern Manitoba by tomorrow morning. So, in a very general sense, when you factor in all the rain since it started to move in overnight until it's expected to end in different parts of southern Manitoba on Friday evening, 10 to 25 millimeters is possible in a very generalized way across the south, back into northwestern Ontario as well. So late tonight, overnight we go. You can see there's more of that rain just moving further and further north, spreading further and further east, and falling quite intensely too. But you can see on the northern periphery there, perhaps a little bit of a flip over to some freezing rain, maybe even a little bit of snow as it pushes up through central Manitoba and into the north. But it's still pretty sunny, but a little bit less so as you make your way further north throughout the day. But then that rain will continue into Friday for much of the south. It should dry up by the time kickoff rolls around for the Bomber game, but you can see that rain will continue in different parts of the province as we get into the weekend. 10 is our low today with showers, tonight rather, showers with the risk of thunderstorms, winds out of the east. 11 are high tomorrow with light rain and showers and winds strengthening out of the west. Quick look at the long range forecast. A slight chance of showers on Saturday, otherwise a mix of sun and cloud up to 11 degrees. Sunshine Sunday and 12, rain Monday and 9 degrees, 7-8 degrees Tuesday, Wednesday, mix of sun and cloud both days with a low chance of showers on Wednesday. Our first weather photo takes a beautiful look along a gorgeous walking trail. This is south of Dauphin. That photo is from Michelle, beautiful there. And this is stunning too, the Aurora Borealis and the reflection off the lake there. That's Wanapagao Lake. That photo is from Kevin, and you can email us your photos to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
Thanks, Colleen. Winnipeggers lined up today to be among the first to get their hands on a new commemorative coin. The new $2 coin was introduced last month and pays homage to Daphne Ojig, one of the most influential Indigenous artists of the 20th century. The colorized center depicts a woman holding a drum and is an adaptation of her piece, The Folk Singer. The coin exchange is happening at the Royal Canadian Mint, and it continues tomorrow and Saturday between 9 and 5. So you're not out of luck if you didn't get a chance to get down there today. It's beautiful. Yeah, it really is. Well done. All right, that does it for us this hour, but don't go far. We will be back at 6 o'clock with much more local news. Hope to see you then.